Hey guys, so I'm back with another plan with me after taking a year and a bit off this. I've still kept using a bullet journal, but I just haven't been uploading videos regularly, obviously. But yeah, I'm back. So this month in February, it's got Chinese New Year, which is why I pretty much copied AmandaRachLee's lantern theme, and I thought it would be interesting because I'm very, very, very bad at drawing and that sort of more artsy, like drawing type of artsiness. I think I'm okay with calligraphy because I've spent quite a few years practicing it basically, but I'm still really bad with drawing, and I thought so this would be quite a challenging cover page to do because obviously there's quite a bit of doodling, even though it may look simple to a lot of you. And I think Amanda also said it's pretty straightforward because it's literally just drawing shapes, but it still took me forever because I have very little confidence in my drawing skills. So as you can see, I used a pencil to sketch it out first, and now I'm just using the Tombow Monotone 01 to outline and everything. And this pen actually I am not a fan of. I did quite like it when I first got it, but after some time, actually I haven't even used it that much. I think this is the first time I'm sort of like heavily using it. But as you can see, sometimes it takes me, like, I have to go over the line to ensure that, because I don't know, the ink wouldn't come out, and because it's one of those, it's a fine liner, right? So the tip actually has split already in the process of doing this plan with me, and I think, yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it because of that. Anyway, so now I'm just coloring everything in. I think there's not too much for me to say about this just because I literally copied Amanda's cover page. So if you want a more sort of detailed tutorial, I guess, on how to exactly draw these lanterns, feel free to check out her video, which I'll link below. And I think, obviously, props to her. She's a great, like, she's very, very, very talented and very artsy, and she comes up with um, really cool doodly or, drawing art for her plan with me every single month, which is amazing because this seriously took me so long, and I don't think I'll ever do a plan with me with this much doodling because I think it's not what I'm good at, and I think it ends up taking so long that I sort of, it's hard for me to enjoy the process, I guess. I mean, I'm glad I gave it a go, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out, but I just don't think this is sort of my style of bullet journaling, but it was definitely interesting to try it out. So here it's just the quote page, which is right next to the monthly cover page. So there's only a few lanterns in this spread, thank God, because I was so done with drawing lanterns by this point. And I just wrote Happy New Year in Chinese, and my Chinese writing is horrendous, and I probably did all the stroke in the wrong order, but there it is, there's the message. And yeah, so as you can see, this fine liner is seriously dying on me. But yeah, so I think I ended up switching to the Faber-Castell one halfway through the video. I'll link everything that I've used in the information box below, just in case I miss anything. So the uh, brush pen that I'm using now is the Fudenosuke heart tip, the Tombow Fudenosuke heart tip, and the the pen I'm using to color it in is the exact same outline red textile, I guess, that Amanda used in hers. And the sort of beigey color I'm using is a Tombow, and I'll link the code, not the code, like the number code down below. So next up we have the monthly calendar, and I actually don't typically do this every month just because I don't really need it, but this month I decided to do one because there's quite a few events going on. I thought it'd be exciting to keep track of that. So on the side I just have next month and goals, and for next month I typically write down things that I want to change in my bullet journal next month instead of a to-do list, and goals is obviously for goals. So as you can see, I'm just drawing up the boxes for the calendar right now, and the boxes are 7 down and 6 across. So I'm actually using a Midori grid notebook in A5 right now in a KKK black leather notebook holder, and it's the first time I've used a grid notebook, and I quite enjoy it because I guess especially because with Midori there's more details that I really like about it. that makes using the book a lot easier rather than a dotted notebook. So as you can see here, I'm just not a fan of how the letters of the week looked originally, so I decided to go over it with the Tombow and to rewrite that basically. And as you can see, my hand actually has ink on it, and that's because I think I was using a Tombow for the No Suitcase soft tip, and it actually leaked all over me. I don't know what happened with that pen. I haven't used it in a while because I prefer the hard tip. But yeah, like I opened the lid and ink just got everywhere, and so that's the hand situation. And I actually made quite a few mistakes in this spread, but I'm just using the Simply Gilded washi tape right there to, make it more red and festive. And now I'm just writing the date of the month on the little red circles I've done, and you can't really see it, but I've actually completely wrote the dates wrong, which I then proceeded to fix a bit later because I actually didn't realize at this point. So as you can see, I'm just using a white gel pen to write the day of the week, and it's pretty much at this point I think I kind of realized that the days are wrong because I was checking my iCalendar to get the event, and I realized the dates and the date don't match to my iCalendar. So I found some date covers. Well, I first tried to use the red outline to go over it to see if I can sort of cover up the date, but I couldn't, so I decided to instead use these rose gold date covers. And yeah, so it actually wasn't that big a problem because yeah, I had these date covers, and as you can see, I messed up again. I just can't, it's just hard to keep track of which day is, which date matches which day. And just when you're bullet journaling, things like this can sort of really creep up on you. So especially because I think because I was filming it, I just didn't concentrate as well as I typically do rather than if I was just planning. So we're having Chinese New Year lunch with family friends on the Sunday, and I've marked that down with a little piggy sticker from Once More with Love. And then I'm having a sleepover with my friend, which I've marked down with stickers from One Ton in a Million. And then I've got my friend's hen's dinner on the Wednesday, I believe, and I've marked that down with a birthday girl from Marshmallow Studio. And then I'm having dinner with my friend on the Thursday, and I've marked that down with these two bestie, I guess, emojis from Once More with Love. And then I realized that the 5th is actually Chinese New Year Day, and I've marked that down with some more stickers from the Chinese New Year sticker sheet from Once More with Love. And then for the actual wedding day on Saturday, I marked it down with a girl from Fox and Cactus. And I'm super excited because I think this is the first time I'm going to a friend's wedding rather than a family friend's wedding. And now I'm just using an emoji, a heart emoji from Coffee Monster & Co. to mark down that I'm seeing Rufus on Valentine's Day. And then I'm going to brunch on the 15th with my mum, and I'm just using a brunch emoji from Coffee Monster & Co. as well. To mark down that I'm going to donate blood on the Saturday, I've just used a thumbs up munchkin from Once More with Love. So here we have my habit tracker, and I've changed it up a bit this month because I don't know, I just felt like something different, I guess. So instead of, because I usually just do a big I guess list of all my habits, but this time I'm doing them in these little individual calendars because I think it was in the same video that Amanda mentioned she prefers these because she can sort of see it better, and I thought I'll give it a go and see which one I prefer. And I narrowed it down to 12 habits that I'm tracking this month. So here I've just got my sleep tracker, and I've been doing this for a while now because I think I really enjoy visually seeing how much sleep I'm getting every day and what my sleep quality is like and all those types of things. So I actually use Sleep Cycle on my phone to track my sleep quality. And as you can see, I'm just writing down the dates down the side. And one thing that's sort of annoying about this spread in particular is that I prefer to see the hours of the day that I'm sleeping. Like I need to write down the numbers down for every day basically. So that obviously takes a bit of time. So what I've started doing is that I'll only write down like 3 or 4 days at a time. So it doesn't end up being, you're having to sit there for 20 minutes cramping up your hand writing down all these small numbers. Now I'm just putting down some onesie emoji washi from Coffee Master & Co, which is perfect for this spread. So here's the space where I'm going to be making my monthly to-do list, and I've called it getting shit done this month because that's essentially what it is. And as you can see, I'm just splitting this up down in 2 sections, one for work and then one's called play, which is more for personal things. And then we have a waiting on section. That's just to mark down any online order I make throughout the month, what store I ordered it from, what exactly I got, how much I spent, and when it ends up arriving. So now we're moving on to my mood track guide. I'm sorry about this being completely out of focus. So the format that I'm using this month for my mood tracker, I actually got inspired by a bullet journal account on Instagram called Bujo, I believe, and I'll just link her account in the information box because, yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or anything like that. But anyway, so the idea is, as you can see, I'm just writing down the date of the month across, and I've split it up into 2 sections. And then what I'm going to do is actually write down the 5 types of emotions, ranging from really, really, really sad, like big frowny face, to really, really happy, big smiley face. So the idea is every day I'll mark on the y-axis how I'm feeling that day, and then yeah, I have a graph by the end of the month. So now we're just moving on to the monthly review, and this is pretty straightforward. Basically, there's 4 sections, 4 questions you sort of answer every month. First is what did you achieve? Second is the help that you received, and third is if anything hindered you, and fourth is what you would change next month. I decided to try this exercise called 7 Days of Slow Living, which I saw on a video by Pickup Limes on YouTube. And she actually put out a PDF of basically exercises you're supposed to do each day to live slowly, I suppose. And I decided to just write it out in my bullet journal just so I can keep track of it. I'll also link that video down below because she explains I guess what she means by slow living and what are the benefits, what are the potential benefits at least you could gain from it. I thought it went really well with February in particular because I guess, with Valentine's Day and whatnot, everyone's sort of talking about self-love, and I think this really showcases that. So I'm just putting some final touches on now. This is actually Chinese New Year washi from last year from Simply Gilded and 1/1,000,000. And here is the Munchkin washi from Simply Gilded and Once More with Love. And then here is just a random cherry blossom washi that I got from a D-Stash on Facebook. Here's just the final flip through of all the spreads from February, and this whole setup took me forever, maybe I reckon 7 or 8 hours. So it's definitely not something I see myself doing every month. But I think if there is something that I guess other bullet journalists put up that I really want to try, I think, and if I have the time, obviously, I would be willing to sort of do something that's more doodly and out of my own comfort zone, because I think, like if you don't try it, you'll never know whether it's something that you enjoy or not. Thanks for watching this plan with me, and I hope you were able to, I guess, get something out of it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.